Welcome to Getting Vocal, our weekly podcast radio show. In studio, what studio are we in? Studio A. Voice of Praise Worship Center, yeah. Beautiful Blue Well, West Virginia. I am Dr. Dave. We have a special guest, Ashley Musick, tonight.
Howdy, everybody.
How's it going? And a huge fan, Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Ashley Musick.
And Elaine.
Hi, everybody.
And we are going to talk to Ashley tonight. Let's see, what day is it? May 7th, 2014. Recording live. Throw that out there for the podcast. People, if you want to catch the podcast, you can do so at vopwc.org. It's vopwc.org. And interact with us if you would. If you have any questions, you can write that to us at facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio. Did I just say write that to us?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
Wow. All right. I guess that'll work. If go check out the podcast if you haven't, vopwc.org. We have Ashley spoke last week, and we have her in there. Very cool.
Yeah. Go check it out. Got videos and everything for you to watch.
Sorry. I'm killing the microphone. Anyway, I wanted to turn you up. Sorry. Okay. Now, that's out of the way. We're on the air. This is actually our season finale. Season 2. Can you believe it? We've been doing this for 2 years now.
Wow.
It's a long time.
Yay.
I was looking at the original graffiti up there.
Isn't that neat?
First one, 5/9/12. It's pretty cool.
Very first show, we all signed a ceiling tile. How about that?
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Long time.
I think you probably have to take that down and frame it.
Yeah, it's almost to the day.
Yeah.
2 more days. Wow. So why are we ending our season when we started our first season? Yeah, well, another story for another day. So, Ashley is in from Thailand?
Thailand. Back again.
Back again. Do you remember? I'm gonna move this or something. I'm not hearing you too good. Sorry. How's that?
That's great. Right here, I think people can hear me now.
Can you guys hear?
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear her.
Are we all happy now?
Ashley?
Basically, you need to lick the microphone right now. That's what you need to do.
I just did, everyone.
She actually licked it. Maybe.
No,
maybe not.
No.
There wasn't any licking here on the show today.
It's pretty good. That mic is actually probably the hottest mic in here, which is good. That means you can kind of recline like this, but it doesn't work for me because this mic is junk. So, hopefully, new studio soon.
New studio for season 3? What?
Maybe. We'll see what happens. It could happen. Let's hope it happens.
It's going to happen.
All right.
In Jesus' name.
All right, so I'll stop rambling and open the floor to questions. We're gonna put Ashley in the spotlight.
All right.
Again.
Ooh.
Because you have the most interesting life here, probably.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true.
International traveler. I've never been out of the country, so.
All I did was watch the game show channel and work on my bike today. So if we want to talk about interesting, maybe Stephanie could tell a few stories.
Well, I did eat beans last night that made me feel like I was going to have appendicitis. So
I saw something about that. That was kind of crazy.
It was really bad. So, almost had an ER visit.
Wow.
Anyway, let's move on. Who wants to know that? Sorry, I apologize to the entire world for that comment, and let's move on.
That's a good idea. We'll move on. So, speaking of bicycles, talk about last time you was on, you spoke of the bicycle shop.
Yeah, last time I was here, we were talking about how I was getting ready to go back to Thailand so that we could open up the bicycle shop. And so we actually had our grand opening on February 28th. And the bicycle shop has been open for a couple months now. And it's pretty exciting to see it all come together. So the whole shop, when we got back, we've got the counter moved in, we got racks put on the walls, we finished all the repairs on the refurbished bikes that we were putting up, hired some more staff, did all the marketing. We made these poor teams that came all the way to Thailand to serve, ride around on their bicycles in the 90-degree heat, passing out flyers.
Nice.
That was fun. I like it when teams come to help like that.
You like it when they work in the hot weather, huh?
Yeah. I sat in the air conditioning and worked on the website, air quotes.
Okay.
How convenient.
Yeah, very much so. Is it humid over there?
Oh, it's so hot. I think right now they're just melting. All of my friends. It's about 110.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, so today I thought was very nice here in West Virginia.
And I was crying. I was like, I'm so hot. What is it, 88 out there or something?
You're like, this is great.
84? Yeah, it's 84 degrees. Man, why am I whining? That's crazy. Wow, so the bike shop's off to a good start?
It's off to a good start. We're actually selling T-shirts to get our discipleship and mentoring program started. So if anybody wants a really awesome Famous Race T-shirt, you can get those online. So
Famous Race T-shirt. And where can they get those?
FamousRaceBicycleShop.com.
Well, there you have it. Doesn't get any easier than that.
No, FamousRaceBicycleShop.com.
How's the burgers going?
Burgers are doing really well. They actually just started a delivery service.
Ooh.
So rainy season was rough. You know how you save money for a rainy day? I now understand why that is the way that it is. And in order to prepare for the upcoming rainy season, they've been working on delivery service, and that just got started this past week. So no longer have to come out in the rain or the intense heat.
So is this delivery service happening on a Famous Race bicycle?
I think they're probably using motorbikes.
Ah, okay. Well, you know.
In a pinch, I'm sure there are bicycles that will be put
I just had this crazy visual.
Yeah.
Somebody bringing Dave a burger on a bicycle across the ocean.
Ding, 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 ding.
International delivery. Check on that.
I think it's still good.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going there.
We'll send a veggie burger that way.
Oh, no, thank you.
It's really good.
A veggie burger. My veggie burgers taste great. You know why?
Because you don't eat them?
I use beef. Facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio if you got any questions, comments, suggestions, or would like to say hello. Or something else. So I'm looking at it. Nothing yet, but that's okay. Doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
More people catch us on the podcast anyway. So how long you in for?
That's a great question. I'm not really sure. We tried to recruit a team for the summer to go back, but not a lot of people were wanting to sign up. So I'm here at least for the summer, thinking about what could be next, where we may want to go next with the journey, what that may look like, who we can help project-wise. So looking for long-term missionaries who have business ideas that they'd like to get started to help their ministry. People who are ready to take on a big task, because while we may come and do all the startup work, we are going to hand it over when it's all said and done. And so someone who's really ready to take on the responsibility, but also excited to have that project finally happen, become more sustainable.
I'm setting up a turnkey business, so to speak.
Yeah.
I was sold one of those once.
Have you thought about doing it in another country?
Yeah, I'd love to go to other countries. I don't know if I want to spend as much time out on the field as I have been the past year and a half or so. I think it would be really hard after falling so in love with Thailand and Burma just to go somewhere else. But I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. My life really rolls on a 3 to 4 month basis. 5-year plan, I'm struggling for a 5-month plan.
Yeah, I told you had the interesting life. Man, that's cool. So if somebody does want to sign up, how do they go about that?
You can go to changereality.org, and we actually have, that's the website for my program called The Journey.
Okay.
And you can message us. There's a quick form at the bottom of the page. All you have to do is fill that out. We can get back to you. Just let us know if you're interested in going somewhere in the fall, if you have an idea for a ministry contact, anything. Even if it's just a short-term trip that you may have a group of people that would want to go somewhere, let's talk about it. I'm open and flexible, so I can make stuff like that work.
Okay, so yeah, that'd be my next question. What are they getting into? What's the commitment?
The journey has been a 4-month commitment so far. Okay. So that also includes some discipleship and training. So we've been teaching classes, spiritual formation, Bible classes, business classes, along with the project and the work that we've done for starting up the businesses. So we go off of a live, study, work, serve model. We live in community, call people out on their junk, that kind of thing. Studying all the stuff I just mentioned, working on the project, and then serving. We're actually going to take part and do ministry at the same time, trying to blend a model that looks like what it would require of you in regular life, to live in community, to be committed to the Word, to be committed to personal growth, to contribute to the kingdom, and to serve in ministry.
Nice. Got all bases covered.
Yeah.
That's harder than it sounds.
Oh, I'm sure.
A lot of the people last time were like, really, you want us to read how much of the Bible before next week and do all of these things you just said? Like, oh, you could totally do it.
Yeah.
They didn't sleep much.
Learn our speed read.
How much money do they normally have to raise to do the trip?
For 4 months going to Thailand, it's been $8,000. The majority of that cost is the plane ticket, especially for our fall trip and any time we went over in the summer, because flights are just so expensive. Once you get over there, everything's pretty cheap, but that also includes some money to start up costs for the businesses and for test runs and ideas and kind of market research things to get started on our projects, and ministry funds as well to throw into taking the kids out at the children's home, to the pool, things like this. So it's all those things.
Cool. Nifty. So if you want to write in, facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio. We're speaking with Ashley Musick, a missionary who has a more interesting life than I do. So, Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie's been on a few mission trips. She's got things to add to this conversation.
Yeah, that's where I was going with this. You're an Ashley fan. You self-proclaimed.
I don't know. I just look up to Ashley so much, and I think that we're in such a different place in our life, but like in how it's so cool to hear about like how much we're similar to, you know, like how God just wants us to wants to make us uncomfortable, wants to put us where we really don't have security. We really don't have, you know, that reassurance of where we're going to be in 5 months or whatever, you know, and how good that is for the soul. And it almost keeps you from getting complacent, because you're always chasing after God. And if you don't know where you're going to be in 5 months, you know, how does that make you rely on God a little bit more? I don't know. It's cool. It's very encouraging for me to be able to hang around somebody like Ashley, because she's just so on fire for God and just a dreamer. And I know you lit up our church last week with your talking and stuff, and
Indeed.
About just reawaken some of the dreamers in our church who have a lot of goals and have a lot of things that they want to do. I think we just fall into the routine of life, just kind of like your wife, I think, posted a blog about that too.
You read it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have very strong online presence, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Basically, I spend way too much time on social media.
Oh, no. I'm such a goof online. I need to reel it back, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's interesting you say that. Good segue. We have Pastor texting me, Pastor Jason Queen. He has questions.
All right. Let's hear it, Pastor
Leads
Jason.
right into one of them. He was wondering if you could share some about maybe times of discouragement while on a mission field and how God led you through it.
Well, I have a lot of different stories about discouragement on the mission field, and I think there's different kinds. As a person who's been on a lot of short-term mission trips, it looks different, the discouragement factor, than it does as someone who spent 16 months living in the same place, building and working with the same relationships, trying to see a long-term investment. So, like on the short-term side of things, it's the culture shock, it's the stress of the travel or getting from place to place, things like that kind of put you into this tailspin of, God, you need to show up, and is he going to show up? But on a much bigger level, this past year and a half, I've gotten to see God show up in some even greater places of need. There was a kid that showed up on our doorstep. I think I talked about this kid the last time, but he needed a place to stay, and there was no place that could take him in. He lived on the streets, and there are tons of organizations in our city that work with kids who are in troubled situation, have children's homes, and every person that we called, everybody that we were connected with, no one could take him in, and for legitimate reasons. It wasn't something like they were being mean and they're not going to take him in. It just, his story, his past, the situation currently for them and where they were at, there was no place. And so, God, this kid was on our doorstep for a reason, and I'm not going to sit back and not help him, but how do I do that? I have nothing to do as far as being able to offer him a better life right now, and I needed God to show up, and that was probably one of the most crazy 48 hours of my life, but God did show up. Ultimately, got connected to this incredible children's home through the process, but having our employees quit all of a sudden. This past 4 months has been a huge transition, seeing some of that happen. Building relationships with our employees for a long time, and then all of a sudden there's an accident back in Burma with someone from their family, and they have to go back. And when they go back for the funeral, they call and say, yeah, I'm not going to ever be able to come back because I have to take care of my family now, and I have to do that here. But it's nobody's choice, nothing you can do about it. It's just the way it was, and it happened so much and so often. It was hard to feel like you were gaining any momentum sometimes. So is it worth it? Some days you feel like, of course it's worth it, and other days, man, this sucks.
Oh, man. I can imagine.
So have you kind of learned not to get too comfortable, not to get too at ease where you are?
I think so, to an extent. Because the past 16 months I've been overseas, I feel like there are definite things that, I don't really need a whole lot of comforts right now, but going back and forth for so many years and having my own place and being a little bit older now, the comforts of sharing a room with 3 or 4 people kind of gets on my nerves after a while.
Yeah.
Right? So I want my own space like I've had before. So getting used to even some of those kinds of things, you learn to deal with it.
Just be ready for change.
Yeah, be ready for change, but the Lord constantly somehow brings that back to your attention.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're talking with Ashley Musick, facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio. If you have feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Pastor has another question.
All right, gosh.
Isn't he teaching?
I think so.
I feel like he's
How's he
supposed to
doing
be
that?
teaching a Bible
I was
study.
like thinking, how did he text us while he's
Talk about
teaching?
multitasking.
Hang on a second. I have to text someone.
Yeah, really.
He's in all places at all times.
You go, Pastor. So how can a local church best serve missionaries beyond financial and prayer support?
I think one of the things that I've encountered recently is just how easy it is to lose touch with people back at home. Everybody has crazy lives here, and you don't want to forget about that as a missionary on the field. People are going through stuff way back over here in the USA. Family members who get sick or are struggling financially, things like that. And people get caught up and are busy in legitimate normal life stuff, and so for people here in America to do their best to reach out to people who are overseas, especially long term, just to say hi, just to catch up, just to fill them in, just to make sure that they know that they're not forgotten about. I think that's probably the biggest thing. Emails of encouragement and Skype calls, FaceTimes, those kinds of things. That means the world when you're so far away.
Cool. Let's see, I said we're going to do that. We're still going to do that. Skype you into the show.
Awesome.
Of course, it'll be late there, right? Or early?
Early.
Yeah, very early.
Right now, I think that's 6 a.m. here.
Yuck.
Over there? No, 8 a.m.? I don't know. They don't do daylight savings. So
Right.
When we spring forward, I'm just so confused.
Oh, goodness.
Otherwise, it's 12 hours and it's easy. 8 p.m., 8 a.m. But,
Yeah, summertime's different.
yeah, I'm confused in the summer.
Okay, well, we'll have to try to remember to do that. Of course, now, you're pretty savvy with a computer.
I try.
I've seen you do videos. They're very good. Wouldn't be any trouble at all to send us a little voice clip every now and then, right?
I could.
All right.
Could probably do that.
Like a little quarterly update video from Ashley on the field.
Oh, yeah. I could probably do that.
We'll stick you right in the podcast. Not a problem.
That's funny.
That's pretty cool. Well, I mean, you know, worldwide radio, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Do you listen to us over there?
Sometimes I do.
Nice.
Yes. Sometimes I put it on for soaking.
Oh my gosh.
Now I have a joke I have to explain.
That's a fun joke.
You'll have to tune in season
really do
3 for
soak.
the answer to that one.
I do soak. I soak in the presence of the Lord, and you know, it's Thailand. I'm working in the bike shop. It's not like people come in and get bikes all the time like they do burgers. So sometimes you're just sitting there. You need some tunes to back it up.
Right, yeah.
So you soak. You soak in the presence at the bike shop.
Ashley, how long have you been doing missionary work?
My first mission trip really was with the church. In 1999, was that when we went to LA?
Good year. It's a good year.
Stephanie and I went on our... That was your first missionary trip?
No, that was my first one too, yeah.
My first mission trip, her first mission trip. We went to the Dream Center in Los Angeles, but my first international trip was in 2004. And I've been out of the country at least once every year since then.
Yeah.
So
I want to travel. Sounds fun.
I'd like to, I have never been on a missionary trip, and I'd like to do it someday.
yeah.
I've got my luggage,
Okay.
and I'm about to get my passport.
You're halfway there.
I'm taking baby steps.
Yeah, you are.
know?
Huh.
Yeah.
You're halfway there. As long as you don't pick a country that needs shots, you're almost ready to
All
go.
right.
Just get on a plane and go.
Yeah.
Somebody to drive you.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that they don't want to go on a mission trip because they can't raise the money, and I think that should be the last thing on your mind when it comes to money, because it's so awesome about when you really pray about it and you really know God's going to call you to go somewhere. The money just comes. It just comes. And it's not even that much work sometimes. Sometimes it is, and it's like last minute, and you don't have any money, and you have got to buy your plane ticket and stuff, but God always comes through somehow. And
Speaking of, where are you going?
going to Haiti first week of August.
Oh, I love Haiti.
There's still a few days left to sign up, so
You hear that? You can go to Haiti.
Haiti's one of my favorite places in the entire world
it's incredible.
to do missions and to do ministry. And the people, so incredibly lovely people. And in great need of help in a lot of instances. So if you want to sign up and go somewhere and really have your world rocked the way that Stephanie's talking about as far as abandonment and stuff like that, then Haiti is a good place to go.
Yep.
So, are they still recovering from that last earthquake?
Yeah. It's still a mess down there. They've gotten some kind of, some alternate housing set up outside the city, but there's still a lot of people who are living in tents still to this day. So
Wow.
it's pretty bad.
So that's cool. Lift these two up in prayer before they go back. And Stephanie prepares.
When is the trip to Haiti, Stephanie?
First week of August,
First week
2nd
of
through the
August.
9th. Yep.
Okay, it'll be nice and warm still.
Oh, it'll be really hot.
Yeah, it
Cool.
will.
Yeah.
Kinda
And we're
like
going to be in the
magic.
villages outside the city where there's no air conditioning, so that'll be great.
Stephanie and I were talking about this trip coming up, and she's like, we have to camp and stuff on this trip. I've never had to do that. And I was like, I got a tent if you want to borrow one.
I'm not all about the camping. I mean, I love missions. You don't have to be Miss Rugged to do missions. I mean, I don't like to camp. I like to have a shower. But, I mean, I go do this because I love it, and you just get dirty. You just be
do.
dirty. It's fine. But
Nothing wrong with that.
no. I'm going to take a blow-up mattress. I don't care who judges me. I'm taking a blow-up mattress.
How big of a blow-up mattress are you taking?
It is compact. I'm not really sure. I haven't bought it at Walmart yet, but I am going to plan on doing that
Well,
later.
at least you got the supplier picked.
How you going to blow it up?
I'm going to take a battery-operated pump.
A battery-operated
Yes.
pump.
Yes.
How much does that weigh?
I'm not really sure, actually.
Let's see what's
move
going
on.
on.
You could
here.
get the foot pump, and you're just like...
Yeah, that might be better.
That's true.
Yeah,
I should.
yeah.
Thank
Use
you.
saxophone lungs.
Yeah.
I've seen some people before they go and buy beach floats with the built-in pillows and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I've seen
And,
that.
I mean, those are pretty small, and you can use your lungs to blow one of
Yeah,
those
they're
up.
like $3, right?
Yeah. You might want to spring for the $5 one just in
Okay.
case.
Just in case.
That's great. It's
My
a-
luck, I'd
just,
blow
yeah.
it up and it'd pop
Yeah,
immediately.
what's the weight limit on
Oh, gosh. Probably 10 pounds.
Do swimming toys have in common with missions?
You can use anything for missions.
So we can write our next game show for next season too. Was you involved in it? You wasn't involved in any of that. Did you happen to hear any of them?
You have a game
We
show?
did a couple of game show nights.
I
Elaine
love
can tell you
shows.
about them.
Yeah, we did.
In fact, here's a scorecard from one of them. We had Elaine, Heath, and Zach in the studio.
Is it like trivia? What is it?
Some of it was like trivia. Some of it was like,
Is it in it?
is it in it?
That
Is
was
it in
fun.
it? Was it in the Bible?
Was it-
So he would like
Oh.
give a quote or whatever, and like charity begins at home.
Right.
No.
You know, is it in there?
I don't think
no.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever,
I love trivia games, and I love game shows, and I have a game show voice. Did you know I have a game show voice?
Okay, well, hold on. Let's see here. All right, go for it. Do it now.
Welcome to Voice of Praise and Extreme Voice Radio. You're here with Ashley Musick. Tonight we've got our contestant, Stephanie Asbury. Stephanie, tell us a little bit about where you're from.
Well, my name is Stephanie Phillips, but whatever.
They usually
Okay,
only
enough of
put
that.
first names on the name tags and game shows, so just gonna put that out there.
Hers is
That's
gonna,
how made it.
Fantastic.
That was really great off the cuff.
That
though,
was
considering
so
I messed up your
good.
name.
Oh my gosh,
That was
you are
awesome.
so amazing.
Yeah,
See,
You've done
that's
this
why I'm an
before.
Ashley Music fan. Am I right or am I wrong?
tell you, we got it
My
all.
mistake.
Yeah, and if they got it wrong,
Yes!
we had the buzzer and the whole. Yeah, it was great.
It's like Battle of the Decades week on Jeopardy this week. Tomorrow night, Ken Jennings is gonna be on. Ken Jennings.
Really?
Awesome.
Okay. See, I had to. Sorry.
Who is Stephanie Phillips?
Wrong.
Oh wow.
She ate the beans last night and talked about it on the radio.
See, we're just getting giddy now. So.
Giddy.
Yeah, but we did the Is It In It? And the whole, yeah, it was great. Vicky and Pam were on with us, and it was a lot of fun.
It was.
We'll have to do another one of those. Yeah, season 3, got a lot of things planned. I'm hoping to have interviews with authors and musicians and live music and
Awesome.
yeah, and more missionaries.
I'll bring my friends.
Absolutely. We just yes, we need more guests. Absolutely. Especially if we have a new studio. That'd be so nice. If you're hearing me, pray we get a new studio.
Okay.
It would be really awesome.
I got a buddy in Thailand that does really awesome spoken word stuff, so
Ooh.
we'll Skype him in and he can do his whole urban spoken word prophetic prayer thing.
We'll
That's
take it. Oh, yeah. You share that with the world.
Yeah.
Be great. And hopefully it won't disturb anyone's soaking.
No.
Okay, yeah, I can laugh, really.
I can't laugh anymore because I get tickled thinking about it. And it's so funny.
Oh, goodness.
Soaking.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Radio rule number 1, no inside jokes.
Is that
People hate that.
What are
They hate
all
it.
the radio rules? That's number 1. What's number 2?
No
Everyone-
shop talk. Never play a song by the same artist back to back.
Oh.
Yeah, we messed that one up too. We've broke them all, really. Don't talk after a jingle. Yeah, there's a lot.
Don't talk after a jingle.
That's right.
Can you talk during a jingle?
No.
Whoa, that was harsh. Don't bump the microphone. That was rule number 5. My apologies.
Nobody likes that.
No. That's why we need a new studio. Just saying. So you're in for the summer. Do you have a target date?
Of when I'm going to head back? Not at this time. Actually, I'm headed down to Atlanta for a couple meetings this week, so hopefully get a better idea of what's going to be happening in the future as I head down that way and pray through some stuff. So if you guys want to cover that in prayers, I would greatly appreciate it.
We'll be happy to do that. I'm going to check the old Facebook here and make sure I don't have another text from Pastor, too.
How's he doing that?
I
How's he
don't
teaching
know.
a class?
I'm going to
and
find somebody in the
texting?
hall here in a minute and say, hey, how was class?
Oh, yeah.
They didn't-
Pastor seemed a little
You know what? I bet they're
distracted.
having one of their like little small group discussion things, and then
Yeah.
he's like texting during that probably.
That must be what it is.
Yeah.
That's
It
what we
must
choose to
be.
believe.
He's pretending he's looking at the Bible on his iPhone. He's really sending in questions.
Pretty much.
On his, what is that thing? A BlackBerry.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's sporting the BlackBerry.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Somebody has an opinion.
You know,
Really, our pastor is really cool, but
we've had some discussions about his BlackBerry. Well, I will say this. He can text on it without looking at it.
Well,
I can't do that on my phone.
wow.
Yeah. Impressive talent. Everybody's pastor should be able to do that. Yeah, okay, not funny. I tried. Anyway. Yeah, okay, now that gets a reaction. So, as I was saying before, this is the season finale of Getting
Strange
Vocal.
Voice
Getting vocal.
Radio.
We need to have some kind of
Getting
like
vocal.
ending to the season that like keeps people coming back for more. Like,
Well,
It's like a cliffhanger.
Yeah, to
we
find
need
out what the
Yeah.
soaking joke is. I thought that was the
Oh, that's the
cliffhanger.
yeah, it's really funny. People tune in next week,
No.
next
No.
season.
Next season.
All right, next season. Gosh,
For the
Is this
inside
like, is this
story
like a
about the
TV
soaking.
season? Is it going to start up back around September 27th?
No. Ours is much shorter. We kind of coincide with the school schedule, sort of,
Okay.
but not really. Close to it. We're looking at July usually,
Okay.
starting back up. That's how we did it last year. So.
July.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what was interesting, was it last year we did? Yeah, I think it was. We had, during VBS, we had Getting Vocal, and we actually brought the children in.
Cool.
It was very cool. We had an extended show, and
I
we
bet
gave them
they
all a
loved
chance
that.
to... Oh, it was great.
I bet they love that.
Let me go through the podcast and find that one.
You
It's all there.
You should do like funny things kids say and bring in the kids to like recap their Bible story lessons from VBS. That would be hilarious. That stuff gets like millions of hits on YouTube.
Yeah.
Excellent idea. You're writing this down, right?
We could do a video podcast for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We do have a YouTube channel.
Tell us a little bit about David and Goliath. And then the little kid goes in, you see there's this big guy and he came in, he had these rocks. That's the way
That's
my
just
nephew
the West Virginia version, actually.
That's the way my nephew talks.
That's great. Well, ladies, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for being on. It was a great season. We look forward to doing it next year. We also look forward to having you tune in live on evradio.org, 10 a.m. Sunday, Eastern Time, for...
Church.
Hey, okay. Thank you, Elaine.
Church.
Whitney and Pam will lead you in worship. Pastor Jason will bring the word, and that happens on evradio.org. Catch our podcast at vopwc.org. Stands for Voice of Praise Worship Center. Again, that's vopwc.org. Check out the podcast there. You can listen to Getting Vocal, messages from Pastor Jason, and you can check out Ashley's message from last week.
Yeah, thanks.
It's all there. And there's links there also to the YouTube channel. So, on behalf of Elaine
Bye, everybody. God bless.
and Ashley,
Adios, amigos.
Stephanie,
See y'all later.
I'm Dr. Dave. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next season for more Getting Vocal. God bless.